Today I'm back playing Planetside 2, a game that has through the years become my comeback to kind of a game, after I've recently also now been playing upcoming new games when it comes to play tests and similar. And there's a special reason why I wanted to make a video today about Planetside 2, since Toadman recently on April 8, I believe, did merge the Connery and Emerald server into one, so there's now one bigger NA server. Similar to what happened here in the EU some time ago when it comes to the merge of the Cobalt and Miller servers. However, from what I can see and read online, there's been some reactions about this, since Toadman didn't announce until the server was up more or less that it would be Emerald merging into Connery and not the opposite around. Something that many players expected or thought would happen. So according to a lot of people on Reddit that is located on the west coast, was all but abandoned by players due to the severe server lag. And I learned that the US population is not distributed evenly here, so 80% of the population lives on the eastern half of the country. When this happened, social media went a bit nuts, where some were saying that Daybreak was only renting Emerald, which was the reason why it was done this way, but this is a rumor, and as far as I've seen, it is nothing that has yet been confirmed. But the end result after all, and here's of course where you as an NA player can fill in, is that players are reporting much higher pings than they had before, and some NA players now say their ping to the European server is better than to Connery. Let me know what thoughts or experiences you have when it comes to this. Apparently this has led to the fact that some players are also cancelling their subs due to the situation. Voices once more on Reddit has been heard saying that this server merge might be the thing that kills Planetside officially. People have continued to share their thoughts about the merge also on other social media platforms such as X, Miniform and Twitter, as well as official forums where people are reporting errors and ping problems. I'm not sure really how bad this is or what it means for Planetside 2 in the long run, since I haven't experienced it myself living in the EU, but I do understand that it's not a good timing, since there's been some sour faces and reactions already that is mostly relating to the fishing patch, but also the upcoming farmer patch. And I guess we'll get more information soon, since Toadman's community manager has stated that they're following the feedback, so maybe that means that we'll get some kind of statement in the next dev letter coming up. I guess though, when it comes to ping situations and problems, players for example living in South America or Australia would like to have a say in this as well, since their reality is often playing with high ping against other players, depending on the servers being situated close or very far away from them. Either way, I'm sad to hear about the negative effects, since I've personally been quite happy about the server merge here in Europe overall. I feel that I now have a chance to get into more populated areas and fights when I played Planetside 2 compared to before. Sometimes there's even two continents that are up and running at the same time, giving me a chance to choose between the two. And it was quite a few years back since I experienced that, if I remember things correct. The bigger question is of course also what's gonna happen in the long run after Toadman is gone, or been gone already more or less, just supporting the game somewhat. I don't want to be the guy that are doom posting, but with a declining player count, even though there's been a small increase the last 2 months according to Steam charts only, Planetside 2 are in a critical and sensitive position as we're speaking. I therefore hope that as many players as possible, both new and old players, do take the opportunity to play this massive sci-fi shooter until the year is over. Because again, the future is uncertain, and we just need to see what's gonna happen later down the line. Yes, Planetside 2 and also another free-to-play shooter called Dirty Bomb are free-to-play games and shooters that I do enjoy a lot. And even though the old saying that goes everything has to come to an end is somewhat true, I still want to believe that there's a future still for a game such as Planetside 2 as well. I mean, Dirty Bomb stopped getting updates and support already back in 2019, but thanks to community servers, it is still playable, although there's only a couple of hundred people playing. My whole take on this is simply that Planetside 2, at least for me, is a unique kind of a game, a style of a game that I at least have not encountered or played elsewhere. Because in times where a lot of games feel as they were cast in the same mold, with very few things that stands out or make them somewhat unique, it feels even more important to make as much effort possible in order to preserve, if possible, games such as Planetside 2 and alike. So I hope that the NA server problems mentioned in this video do get a fix, and that future updates, whatever future we're talking about here, are more aligned with what the community really wants in the game. And as mentioned, that we do get positive information telling us that there will be a future for Planetside 2, at least a couple of more years to come. So to all my fellow Auraxian players, meaning Planetside 2 players out there, I hope to see you and also make a video like this maybe for the future, but with kind of a better message, if you will. We just have to wait and see, because this is one of the games that I do really care for. There's been a lot of games that just comes and goes, but Planetside 2 got me hooked, and it was one of those moments where I was just making what I thought would be 1 or 2 videos of another game on my channel, but instead I started to make more videos and even some small series when it comes to Planetside 2. So with that said, let's hope for the best. I don't want to see another great free-to-play shooter just being sunset or whatever. So take care, let me know your feedback in the comments. And this is not going to be much longer of a video today. So with that said, thanks for watching, take care, and have a beautiful day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.